back. We're back. Okay, and this time I have some updates to share with you. The last time we were working on the Lite-Brite game, and we're still working on it, and this is what we have so far. So I'll go over what we've done. We stretched out the texture image, the rectangle, the one that represents like the board, I guess. And then we added a cube map image in the back. This is the one that comes default from THREE.js. It's called Milky Way. It's in the examples. I copied some of the examples again on this shiny material. I think it looks pretty good. And I added a function to add a circle of lights. There's also a function to fill the board with lights, but there is a performance issue. Let me pull up the chat real quick and we will get started. I'm getting things back together, so I think that a schedule is coming soon, so look out for a schedule for Coding Things IRL. It's exciting because we'll be able to accomplish a lot of things, and I've got some ideas for some things that we can do in the future. One thing probably is going to be moving to a compiled language very soon, because I'm getting sick of interpreted languages. Compiled languages is my home. It's my bread and butter. It's what I grew up on. It's what I cut my teeth on. So there's a reason that we have those languages still, and they're still very popular. My main reason for switching to them is typing. I'm thinking explicitly of C# and some of the object-oriented stuff that they have to offer, so abstracts and virtual classes, and I'm a big fan of reflections as well. You can do a lot of fun stuff when you can iterate through class properties as strings. It's good stuff. And a compiled language. It's like a JavaScripty thing. It's basically all the capability of JavaScript with all of the speed and type safety of a compiled language. It's pretty dope. I can't wait to switch to it. Other than that, I mentioned that we would be doing some refactoring today, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get some refactoring done. I don't want to ignore these chats. They don't come very often, but when they do, they're very interesting. People have a lot of interesting things to say, and I'm very interested in them in general. Okay, so I did do a bit of refactoring on the code. If you were with me last time, we had a full everything basically just on this index.html file. It was a mess, but now look, we've cleaned it all up. We've moved it all up. We've moved it all to main.js, which is now where the mess is, basically 300 lines of code. I think in general they tell you to keep it under 100 lines of code, and I think that's a pretty good rule. So we have a lot of stuff to clean up, and my webcam, let me get that together. And that webcam should be back in a second now. And then we'll be back in business. Should be back any second. Hold on a second. Oh, there it is. Yeah, give it a second. There we go. Hey, there's me. Okay. So this is what we're going to be refactoring. We're mainly just going to be moving these functions into their own files. There's some code that's specific to THREE.js that's, should go in the THREE.js, probably just the main.js file, and then some stuff that's specific to the logic, the game logic. I guess if you can call it a game logic. What the heck's going on? Hold on. Freaking turd, it keeps going to sleep. And now it's stuck on Wi-Fi. That sucks. Hold on. Exciting stuff here. Coding things IRL. Coding things and experiencing technical difficulties IRL. Alright, so the scene, that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Const coefficient. This is the stuff that I want to move to its own different file. Good God, what the heck? Oh, there it is. Okay, sweet. Okay, so it's a little bit of a jumbled up mess. The first thing I want to do, I guess, is just remove all of these comments. I'm debating on just going object-oriented from the beginning because some of the scoping and stuff is just, I don't really want to deal with it. It's better for me to just have, like, you know, this is the class, blah, blah, blah. But we'll see what we can do. I'm going to try to avoid doing that because that's kind of a, I think that's a cop-out at this point. Okay, so post-processing I think will count as not game logic. URL for the background I think will count that as not game logic. Orbit controls, this is not game logic. Renderer, also not game logic. So here we have click, add light at mouse position, game logic for sure. And then the board here, we're adding things to the scene. So scene is going to need some kind of, we're going to need to be able to reference these objects. So we're going to define the objects here, but the functions, I guess, are going to be defined elsewhere. I think that's going to be the easiest way to accomplish this, the quickest way. So all of our functions right here, we'll just cut them out here. All of those functions. And for now, what we'll do is we'll create a new file and we'll just call it functions.js for now. And all of these constants that we have are going to need exports. Furry Destroyer, can't wait till I hit 400 subs. Yeah, I'm not on the sub grind too much anymore, but I mean I appreciate the support. Thank you for watching too. Check this out. This is what we got so far with the Lite-Brite game. Looking pretty good. Got some new shiny materials. Got the bloom effect going. Got a bunch of different colors. You know, it's kind of hard to see, but I increased the resolution of the rectangle, although you can see kind of angles right there. We're gonna let that slide because this is a video game. Yeah, got a lot done with it. And now we're just doing a little bit of refactoring. Thank you, Furry Destroyer. I appreciate that. Your opinion means a lot to me. Seriously. Yeah, so now we're refactoring. So all of these different functions, we're going to decorate them with the export keyword, like so. Nice and boring. Smiley. There's smiley. Laughy smiley. That's what I get. That's what I give to you, Furry Destroyer. By the way, what's the story behind your name? What's the story behind your name? I gotta know. I'm not the type to get like offended or whatever. I'm very I can take anything, you know, that way. Everything. I don't know. A little fishy. A little fishy. Alright, so here we are. I know I probably have some constants in here. I'm going to need to bring those in. I'll figure all that stuff out here in a moment. Too much furries. Yeah. 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 I get that. I get that. Without saying too much, I get that. I am not one, by the way. I am not one, nor have I ever been one. I promise. So you can be rest assured you don't need to destroy me. I kicked my mascot costume out of the way. Ah, I was a mascot in high school, I swear. Ah. All right. So add light should be a function that we have in here. It is. Okay, perfect. So we're exporting all these constants, and from here, I know that one thing we're going to need to import is all of THREE.js. So let's just do that. By the way, and then we can kind of figure out where we need to go from there by importing our functions. Import all from. I don't remember if this is how you do it. I hope. No. Import all as 3. That's not it. That's not it. Oh. As functions like that? Yeah, I don't think. Oh, you believe me? That's good. That's good. Good to know that I'm believable. I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm believable. It's the truth, though. I don't understand that. I heard that it's a. I heard that it's something that like autistic people do because they can't have normal human interactions with other people. They can't do like the social thing, so they have to put on the furry stuff, and then they're able to like have sex normally. That's just what I heard. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to import these individually as such. Add circle of lights. This sucks. I wish it knew what I needed. I guess I can do a side by side like this. That's just what I heard. I just heard that. I mean, I think I was watching like something. I think it was that Andrew Callahan, like Channel 5 News or All Gas No Brakes or whatever. He went to like a furry convention, and that's what he was saying about it. I don't know. I mean, if somebody can't function normally, like if they have like a mental illness or something, then, you know, if putting on something, you know, it makes them able to have sex, and they want to do it in the sanctity of their own home, then I say more power to them. But also it is weird. And it's like, another side of that is you shouldn't, if you have something wrong with you, like if you're afraid of something, you shouldn't run and hide and seek shelter. You should try to face it head on and, you know, deal with it. I'm missing part of this. Or no, I'm not. It's good to go. I don't think I did import it. I don't need, I don't know if I need all of these, but I'm gonna just import all of these as if I need. I think I only need one of these. Yeah, this is literally the only dependency I need at this point. It's bound as a click event, and it's the only one that I need. So in theory, I could go remove all the exports except for that one. I don't need that as. This is all I need right here. I can reduce this and reduce this. In theory, this should still run, but I'm anticipating some kind of dependency issue that I am overlooking for sure. All right, let's see though. Let's see if this is the answer. All right. It still works. Kind of. It looks like it regressed. Hold on. What happened? Why does it look so different? I must have saved over this file with an old file. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a big no-no. Okay. Get rid of that. Wait. How's that possible? Hold on. Oh yeah. I saved over that file with a big file. That's a big no-no. Okay, that's not a big deal because now I have this index. I was working with main.js, right? Wasn't I? I was. Perfect. Yeah, so no harm done. Just close out of that so I don't get myself into any more trouble. So main.js and functions.js, those are the only ones that I am 100 for the furries, against the furries, whatever. I don't care, whatever. Anyway, so don't make that mistake again. We got main.js and functions.js. Those are the only two JS files we have. Let's see if we broke it, which I'm pretty sure, yeah. Okay, yeah. It still renders, which is good. We just need our function working properly. So let's go F12, see what's going on. Center object is not defined. Okay, perfect. So center object is going to come from the other one as well. Or it comes from here and it needs to be added there and then imported back over here. So let's do that. There's this girl, but she sounds like a guy. But she showed proof of her, but I don't think it's a girl. I'd say when in doubt, man, head for the hills. I mean, that's a mistake you don't want to make. I'm saying there are certain people in life where you can be sure of one or the other. Why don't you just stick to those people? I mean, it's not the end of the world. Yeah. If you have to ask the question, you're already in a pretty bad predicament. Although you should always ask questions, even if you know. You know what I mean? Like some kind of super secret operation or something going on. Alright, so I'm going to need to take this object out, and then there's some other stuff happening to this object right here. And scene is, it comes from here. So I'll have to move this up to here. I don't think that's going to be an issue. And I want to think how I want to add this object. So this center object is actually, let me rename this to what it actually is, which is the rectangle panel. So rectangle panel. Rectangle panel. Yeah, that's what it actually is. And let's see the best way to do this. So we're gonna have to export it, I think. Let's see, why do we have to export it here and not the other place? So it's because we're calling it in here. We can what's the best way to do this? Yeah, I don't see any other way to do it. It is game logic. Why is the other stuff not game logic though? Okay, because this needs to come from okay. All this stuff is game logic right here. So I'm gonna need to find a way to get it over there. I don't think there's really much problem with me just lifting it from here. All this, not the soft light, that's pretty much not game logic. We can just create another function. called init game. And that'll be all that stuff. And from here we're going to need to return something. And it should be smart enough to tell us what we need to return. Yeah, like that. So when we init game, we will get this object back, which will have a center object. It should have center object. Is it the rectangle? Hold on. Flat rectangle geometry. I took it from here. No. Here it is. Okay, so the rectangle panel. That's what we're returning. Okay, and that's what we're going to use as the center object. So we're not going to add anything to the scene here. That's what we're going to do. Over here in the init function, after we call scene right here, actually first we need to bring that function in, which we named init game. So where's all our little imports? Oh wait, we only had the one. Now we'll have two. Perfect. And we'll just say, oops. We'll say let game data equals init game. And then not game data. The only thing that we need to add so far is the this rectangle panel. If I can get it. Game data rectangle panel. And that's pretty crude, but we did cut down on half the lines. So let's see. Let's see if we are, where are we at? This organized. I don't want iPhone. I want like a computer. Does it have a computer? Surface, whatever. It's close enough, right? Broke it. All right, what's going on? NumRows is not defined in functions.js. It needs to be defined, that's for sure. Now, do we use it over here? No. So we're cool to just move it on over there. No problem. Peek and see if there are any other constants that we need. I don't think so. These lights, 1, light 2, let's see, do we need those? No. Okay, perfect. Let's see. How are we doing, Furry Destroyer? Are we still there? Yeah, that's alright. Had to go destroy some furries. Oh, what's up, dude? Oh, what's up? It's not the most interesting subject, so I would have definitely understood if you were not there anymore. Not a big deal to me at all. Not a big deal. I'm cool with whatever. Alright. Teapot we can remove. We don't need that anymore. Alright, but the thing that we were missing, I forgot already. Mesh Fong node material, I see. So we'll need to import that, and while I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and import all that stuff in here. I'll remove, I can see which stuff is not used, because it puts it in that duller color right there. Duller color. And so I'll go in the future and I'll remove the stuff that's not. Oh, scene, lol. Spelled scene wrong. He's just going to let me get away with it. Okay, center object is not defined. No problem, right? So game data, I'm actually going to add to my little let chain up here. And then center object, where I have center object. Where is it? Is it on the other, is it on functions? Oh, okay. What do I do about this? So we're going to need access to center object from here. And I guess not from here. That changes things. Okay, no worries. Then we'll define the rectangle. Where the heck is it? The rectangle panel. That's what it is. We'll do that up here. And then the center object will be replaced with that. You still have an issue. Camera not defined. Okay. Camera is set from the other one. So, I mean, we'll move it here. I'm seeing a pattern here. It's part of the game because I need the camera to get the relative position that somebody's clicking. It, like, you need to know which way the camera is turning because that will change where the mouse is clicking, basically. Like, imagine a TV screen and you're clicking on you're clicking on like you're touching a certain part of the TV. Imagine you're touching a certain part of the TV. Like, depending on what's on the TV, what you're touching will change. And that's the same principle that's going on here. Excuse me 1 second. The camera is a real pain. Alright. So, yeah, having said all that, the camera is going to be needed on the function side. How do I get it there? Well, I'm probably just going to pass it in. It's a terrible way of doing things. But, I mean, whatever. Man, dang camera. Hold on a second. I want to keep all of like the THREE.js stuff on main.js and all of the game stuff, but this is where they kind of intersect. So the question is what to do when that happens, and I think that the answer might be to just either pass it in or go like full object oriented. I'm not sure. Python, furry destroyer. Python is just